So everything is up and running. Take a look at the scape now. My little frag tray is in as well. So what is up there? Welcome back to another episode of Dreaming Reef. Last week we did show you guys on the frag tank, right? So we ended off the frag tank built with the tank without the sand and then all the rocks and everything, right? So this has actually been about 1 week plus since we last did the tank update, and I'm just going to give you guys a look on the tank itself and what is the coral that we actually put into the tank. So for those of you guys who have never watched our videos before, right, I'm actually a very avid Zoa collector. I've been collecting Zoas for, I believe, more than 8 years already. I have a very big collection of Zoas, which if you see in my previous video, right, this is the first ever video done in Dreaming Reef, right? It's actually a Zoa Dominated Tank. So as time goes by, I kind of get a bit sick of Zoas, and then I actually moved all of my Zoas out to another frag tank. And I actually sold a lot of my collections here and there. So the reason why I did that was because I started off Zoas because I used to like them a lot, but then they kind of don't give you much of emotion, but the color palettes of them is just crazy. So I always wanted to do another Zoa tank, but I don't really want to do like a full Zoa dominated anymore. I wanted to try different corals. So this is why I went on with like a more mixed reef. Until now, I had a chance to do this shallow reef. I wanted to put all of my collection back in again. So I went ahead, did this tank, add the sand in. The reason why I did the rock scape like this, right, is because I really want a lot of space to be able to plant all the different zoas that I have. So this is why, if you guys are wondering why the tank looks very flat, why the scape looks so flat in the previous video, right, it's for this reason, because for those of you guys who do not know, zoas actually grow very fast. I don't really want the zoas to grow on rocks because I want to be able to trim them down so that I can have like a huge collection of it. I am a very OCD person. I like to keep all of my zoas on their own individual frag plugs. So this is why I rather go with a very flat rock where I can easily pull out and glue back the plugs here and there. So after once I set up this tank, right, I added in a couple of pieces. So I added in the first 20 pieces, which I feel that they are the easiest to care for, and I will use this 20 piece here as a test piece before the other piece goes in. So let me just show you guys what are the pieces that we have here. So a lot of classic zoas that we have here. On this side here, we have the Rainbow Infusion, the LA Lakers. On top here, this is a Blue Agave. The Yodas right above here, Sunflowers, the BBEB right above there. Here we have the one at the back should be the Purple Queen Bee. This one over here, it's one of the pieces that I try not really doing very well. It's the Rainbow VDM. Sunkeys, another all-time favorite. Right behind there, that is a Love Fruit Loop that no idea why it's not opening now, but yeah, usually it opens really nicely. Right in front here, we have a very small polyps of this, if I'm not wrong, is, I can't remember the name of it, but then I will get back to you. What is this guy called? I can't really remember what is this called. It's Gatorade. Yes, this is Gatorade. Behind there we have the Dirty Blondie, a bit different from the normal the blue eye blondie over there. This one have the little specks on it. This is why it's Dirty Blondie. This one over here, cannot remember the idea of it. Some people like to call this the blueberry field. Right behind there on this side we have this is one of the first few zoas that I picked up from Supreme Corals, which is the Illusionist. Really nice corals, very orangey, really nice. Right above it we have the all-time classic as well, the Emerald Fire. Over here we have the Jungle Juice. Some people like to call this the Eagle Eye. I really cannot remember what is this really. Either a Jungle Juice or a Eagle Eye. Right beside here we have the Boston Celtics. Used to do very well in my previous frag tank, but it's not doing really well here. The another one that this one over here, right, is a citrus cooler. I have this for 8 years. Same strain, growing really well and is really thriving very well in my tank. Right above I have these two little frags here that I have really no idea what are the IDs of it. Yeah, so add up, if I'm not wrong, it should be about 20 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes. So 20 first frags that gone into this tank. I only put this 20 in because I wanted to test the LG40 in terms of their growth, their coloration, how well can they do with the Zoanthids, color intensity wise and everything. So the reason why I chose this 20, right, because most of them you see here, right, they are like bread and butters. They are like the easiest Zoas to keep. The Rainbow Infusion, the Sun Keys, what else? Most of them is actually pretty easy to keep and they do grow very easily, quickly compared to other types of Zoas that is a bit more sensitive. This 20 here is my blanket to give me a rough idea whether this tank is ready or not. So they've been in, looking good. Most of them open every single day. The only reason why a couple of them is not opening right now because before I filmed this video, right, I actually did a full scrub on the rocks. As a new tank, so I got a lot of very nuisance stuff that is growing on it right now. So this is why I actually used a little brush and I scrubbed them. So this is why I actually did disrupt a couple of the Zoas here. But yeah, if not, the tank will not look this good when I take this video. So this is why I did this scrubbing here and there. So once the other few frags opens, right, or when I do another update soon, I will show you the couple pieces that is not opening. Yeah, so I actually tried to test the LG40s on this. So I don't really run this tank very white. The previous time when I did my Zoa Dominated Tank, right, I went with a very blue tank. Same for here as well. I'm going to a more of a blue tank feature, just that today with the video, I decided to show you in a white tank setup. But most of the time, this tank is just 80% blue throughout the whole day. Maybe about 2-3 hours of white, that's it. Yeah, because Zoas don't really need that much light. You can easily tell Zoas by how much they stretch. So if you feel that your tank light is not enough, right, you do see your Zoas stretch a lot longer. If they get enough light, usually they are quite flat down and they will open up pretty large. So yeah, Zoas are very interesting. How your Zoas look will actually tell you how the light intensity or the spread is. If they are very small, very compact, chances are your light is very strong. So this is why they don't really need to spread out that much. If you got a very good blanket of light, like if you're running T5, right, your Zoas tend to be a lot bigger in polyps. Yeah, but you do lose that little bit of that color here and there because of running of T5. So depending on the lights that you have, how your Zoas will react. So Zoas, very interesting. I believe there's more than about 100 over different types I have. If I'm not wrong, the last time I count, I have about 40 over IDs. So yeah, I will slowly add them in here again, and then yeah, hopefully we can get like a full tank covered in Zoanthids. Even for the sand bed as well, I'm going to fill it up with little small ceramic plates, and I'm going to add in larger size colonies into this tank. So this full tank here is just going to be a Zoa Dominated display. Back there I have a little wave maker, a very old wave maker of mine that's in my storeroom for a very long time. Just nice, I got to use it, I'll put it up there just for some flow. Zoas can go from low flow to high flow, not an issue. The random flow generator there is still charting out a lot of different flow. I didn't really go with any cleanup crew in this tank, firstly because I want my Zoas to stay open a lot all the time. And the problem is that if you do a cleanup crew in this tank, right, chances are you get them hitting on the Zoas, causing them to close up. Don't get me wrong, Zoas, it's good to close your Zoas once in a while because they do need to exercise their muscles as well. Do not try to keep your Zoas open 24/7. Chances are you do stress them out also. So it's good to see some polyps that's closed, some polyps that's open. It's a very healthy thing. So it's not something that people say that if my Zoas don't open, it's bad. Not really. Give it a few days. If it opens back up, leave it alone. If it doesn't open back up within the next few days, that's where you need to start worrying. Zoas usually, when you see them close, right, and you start moving them very often, that's where you actually do a lot more harm compared to you don't do anything at all. So one of the recommended tips that I give you, if you put a Zoas there, it opens up good, leave it. Do not touch it. The lesser you touch Zoas, the faster they grow. Other than that, I think this is a pretty simple update. It's just a Zoa frag tank. next up video, yes, I will show you guys a couple of different more stuff over here in the Zoa tank, as well as a couple of things that I've added into the COVID tank as well. Right behind me, currently I have a new tank also, so there's quite a lot of new things that will come up for the next couple of months. So same thing, if you guys like all the videos that we've put up for you, like, share the video out. Please do subscribe to all of our videos. We are at about 1.65k already, so I was really hoping to hit 2000 really soon, so hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't hit. So I'll see you guys soon next week.